Hello, this is Virendra. How do you do? It's my great pleasure, my dear friends, to be with you and share with you some valuable information which can be really leading us from darkness to light, from all miseries and all sufferings, from failures to success. And for this, we have to follow certain well defined principles of life. Let me share with you, as you know, as you sow, so you will reap. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. You can also call it the laws of cause and effect. Whatever we put into the universe, it comes back to us. Happiness, peace, love, and friendship. If we are putting all these into the world, the universe, this will be reflected back to us. So let's do that. Let's always have a positive mental attitude, which always thinks good, not only for self, but for everyone else. Life requires a participation, as it does not happen alone. We are one with the universe, both inside and outside. Whatever surrounds us gives us clues to our inner state. Do what you want to do and what we want in our life. What you refuse to accept will continue to follow you. If what we see as an enemy or someone with a character trait that we found to be negative, then we ourselves are not focused on a higher level of our existence. Again, the positive attitude. Always see the brighter part of the life. That will lead us towards glorious growth and happiness in our life. Whatever, wherever we go, there we are. It is we who must change and not the people, place, or the things around us. For our spiritual growth, it is we who are responsible and not anything else. The only given we have in our life is ourselves. And that is the only factor we have to control over. When we change who and what we are without our heart on, life changes too. Our destiny is in our hand. Everything is in our hand. We have to change ourselves to see a changed world. When, whenever there is something wrong, there is something wronging us, there is something big mistake in us, we mirror what surrounds us, and what surrounds us mirror us. We must take responsibility for what is in our life. Even if something we do seems inconsequential, it is very important that it gets done, as everything in the universe is connected. Each step leads to the next step, and so on and so forth. Someone must do the initial work to get a job done. Neither the first step nor the last step are of greater significance. Both need to be accomplished. The complete task, the past, present, and future, they are all connected. We cannot think of two things at the same time. When our focus is on spiritual values, it is impossible for us to have lower thoughts such as greed, lust, or anger. We believe something to be true, then some true in our life. We will be called upon to demonstrate such truth. Here is what we put, what we say, that we have learned into practice. Looking back to examine what was, preventing us from being totally in the here and now. Old thoughts, old pattern of behavior, old dreams prevent us from having new ideas and new horizon. History repeats itself until we learn the lessons that we need to change our paths. Nothing great is going to happen in our life. We have to change. If we repeat the path, we will be reaching the same goal time and again. All rewards require initial toil. Rewards of lasting value require patience, perseverance, persistence, lot of toil, daring, determination, commitment, and never to say die and never to quit. True joys follow doing what we are supposed to be doing and waiting for the reward to come in its own time. We must learn from Gita. Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phalesu kadachana ma karmphal hetuvu mate sangvasta karmani. Our duty only to perform the task and never to bother for the fruit of the action. And also we should not take the credit or the full responsibility for what results we are getting. And we can never be inactive in our life. We get back from something whatever we have put into it. The value of something is a direct result of the energy and the input that we have put into it. Every personal contribution is also contribution to the universe, to the whole. Lackluster contribution has no impact on the whole or the work to diminish it. Loving contribution lifts up and inspires the whole. Dear friends, these are some of the ideas I want to share with you. There is always a chance to grow, to blossom, to improve, to raise our knowledge, wits and intelligence. And remember that God has given us, when we are born, the supreme power, that is the power of intelligence. What our mind can conceive and believe, that we can achieve. But the supreme goal of life is to be happy and to create happiness all around us so that we all survive in harmonious relations, freedom from fear, freedom from suffering, with very good health, with having the labor of our love and willingness to share all our blessings with others, and openness of our mind towards all subjects and to all the people, maintaining a very self-disciplined life and stimulating our intelligence to understand all our people around us. And once all these wealths are with us, a very sound health, a very sound mind, and a very positive mental attitude, money will also follow automatically. That can only fulfill our material wants. But if you want a spiritual freedom and a spiritual happiness, our intelligence has to be very, very much elevated. That was the endeavor and the struggle I made before you, to give you some input, to think about it, to chew it and digest it, and convert into wisdom. And let's pray at the end. O divine providence, we ask not for more riches, more wealth, and more material world, but for more wisdom to acquire it and to use it towards our endeavor or our perseverance, to use the power of our mind, controlling it and directing it towards the real purpose of our life, to be happy. Dear friends, I thank you very much for all your kind listening. Thank you very much.